Su-35, multi-role supermaneuverable fighter, the most powerful 4.5 generation aircraft system with the elements of the 5th generation. The Su-35 is a significantly developed version of the Su-27. Development began in the early 1980s. The aircraft first flew in 1988 and was originally known as Su-27M. It was proposed as a super agile Su-27, primarily for air superiority missions, but also with a greatly expanded air-to-ground capability. It had a number of improvements in engines, aerodynamics, avionics, and construction methods. Later, this aircraft was redesignated as the Su-35. It is referred in the West as Flanker E. Sometimes it is also nicknamed as the Super Flanker. The Su-35 is being proposed as a replacement for Su-27 and MiG-29 fighters. Initial production of the Su-27M commenced in 1988. Later it was redesignated as the Su-35. However, only 12 of these aircraft were completed for the Russian Air Force, including 9 pre-production aircraft. Production ceased in 1995. Improved versions of the Su-35 emerged, including the Su-35BM and Su-35UB. However, only the Su-35S, which made its first flight in 2008, became the definitive version, which was produced in quantity. Some sources report that by 2017, Russian Air Force operated 68 Su-35S aircraft. In 2015, China ordered 24 of these multi-role fighters, becoming the first foreign customer. In 2017, Indonesia ordered 11 aircraft. However, this deal was abandoned. Developers refer the Su-35 as 4.5 generation fighter, even though it is basically an upgraded version of the Su-27 that made its first flight back in 1977. The Su-35 is a very fast and highly maneuverable fighter, with very long range, high altitude capability, and heavy armament. It poses a great threat to Western 4.5 generation fighters, such as Eurofighter Typhoon, Dassault Rafale, F-15, or F-18 Super Hornet. However, it is no match for American F-22 Raptor due to the stealthiness. The Su-35 is built on a proven Su-27 airframe. Its large and powerful engines give it ability to supercruise for a long time. Also, its engines allow to reach supersonic speeds without using an afterburner. Engines have a 3-dimensional thrust vectoring and make this aircraft very maneuverable. Currently, it is the only production fighter to use a 2-plane thrust vectoring nozzles. Other thrust vectoring aircraft, such as F-22 Raptor and Su-30 MKI, have nozzles that vector only in one plane. This aircraft can carry 14,000 liters of fuel. Long range of the Su-35 allows it to escort Su-24 interdictors. The multi-role fighter is fitted with advanced avionics, including a passive phased array radar. It also has infrared search and track capability. The Su-35 is primarily an air superiority fighter. However, it has secondary air-to-ground capability. This aircraft can carry enormous amount of weapons. It has 12 wing and fuselage hardpoints and can carry ordnance with a maximum weight of 18,000 pounds. This fighter can carry short-range R-73E missile and medium-range R-77 missiles for air combat and various IR and radar homing missiles for ground attack role. Among its inventory, there are Kh-35 anti-ship cruise missiles. If required, it can carry bombs or pods with unoperated rockets. This fighter aircraft is also fitted with a GSH-301 30mm cannon with 150 rounds of ammunition. The Su-35 can carry an electronic warfare pod that gives it a powerful jamming capability. It has been reported that its advanced jammers can reduce performance of enemy radars. It can blind onboard radars found on missiles, such as AIM-120 AMRAAM. Price of a Su-35 fighter is around $43 million. Variants: Su-27M, initial version produced between 1988 and 1995. A total of 12 aircraft were built, including 9 pre-production aircraft converted from Su-27 airframes and 3 production aircraft. Later, the Su-27M was redesignated as the Su-35. This initial version never reached full-scale production. Su-37, Western designation Flanker E. It is a further development of the Su-35. It was fitted with experimental engines with thrust vectoring This aircraft had increased performance and maneuverability. Also, avionics and systems of this aircraft were updated. It was fitted with fly-by-wire control system and improved fire control system. The Su-37 made its maiden flight in 1996. Only 2 pre-production technology demonstrators were built due to limited funding and lack of orders. This aircraft was actively proposed for the Russian Air Force, as well as export customers. However, it received no production orders. In 2002, the first aircraft crashed due to software malfunction, bringing an end to the Su-37 program. Development of this aircraft was stopped. Later, Sukhoi introduced several modernizations of the Su-27, the Su-30 MKI, and Su-35BM. Both of these aircraft used the Su-37 technology, such as the thrust vectoring engines, improved radar systems, and avionics. Su-35BM was an improved version of the Su-35. It used some technology of the cancelled Su-37. It was fitted with AL-41F1S thrust vectoring engines, upgraded avionics and radar. Some modifications were made to the airframe. This aircraft lacks canards. Su-35UB 2-seat trainer. It retains full combat capability. A single aircraft was built in the late 1990s. It strongly resembles a Su-30 MK fighter. Su-35S, a further improved version of the Su-35BM. It was the first version of the Su-35 that was produced in quantity. This aircraft is used by the Russian Air Force and is being proposed for export customers. The aircraft is powered by AL-41F1S engines. This aircraft made its first flight in 2008. In 2012, Russian Air Force ordered a first batch of 48 Su-35S aircraft. This aircraft was ordered by Algeria, China, Egypt, and Indonesia. However, due to the US pressure and threatening of economic sanctions, Algeria, Egypt, and Indonesia have cancelled their orders. In 2023, it was announced that Iran will receive 24 Su-35S fighters that were originally produced for Egypt. Some sources report that Russia sold Iran a total of 60 Su-35 aircraft in exchange for several thousand Iranian suicide drones. Thanks for watching.